announcer.
Welcome to Pine River-Backus High School. Frank the Tank Parkinson with you for a Thursday night matchup between the visiting Blackduck Drakes and the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Frank the Tank with you on yourliveevent.com and Cash 95.9 for the Station 371 pregame show, where we're getting you set for a Thursday night girls basketball game between the visiting Blackduck Drakes and the home team, the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Coming up on the pregame show, we will take a closer look at tonight's matchup with team comparisons. We will hear from both head coaches and get you the starting lineups ahead of tonight's matchup. We'll be right back on the Station 371 pregame show on Cash 95.9 and yourliveevent.com.
Carries a wide variety of products, from bagged feeds to livestock equipment, bulk custom feeds, and they can assist you with all your farm and ranch needs with on-farm analysis for ration balancing, problem solving, and feed mixing. Lakes Community Co-op can help your bottom line with controlled feed costs and maximum production. For more information on the Lakes Community Co-op Feed Division, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
We're back on the Station 371 pregame show, getting you all set for Pine River-Backus defending their home court against the visiting Blackduck Drakes. Restock on food, fuel, and bait locally at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, and is the only area fuel station with kerosene and off-road diesel. Station 371 in Pine River. We are getting you prepared for a clash between the Blackduck Drakes and the Pine River-Backus Tigers as we dive in and take a look at how these two teams measure up. The visiting Blackduck Drakes bring in a record of 2-2, coming off of a blowout win over Red Lake, which ended by a final score of 76-34. The Blackduck Drakes met with Pine River-Backus last season, losing to them in their home court by a final score of 63-55. So this is a Blackduck team that is looking to get some revenge on the Pine River-Backus Tigers, and it's also a team that will be looking to take away open perimeter shots from the Pine River-Backus Tigers. On the other side of things, the Pine River-Backus Tigers bring in an undefeated record of 3-0, coming off of a 72-27 blowout win over Red Lake. This Tigers team lives and dies by the three ball, and we can expect to see quick ball movement with plenty of three-point attempts. One of the bright spots of this Tigers team so far this season has been the outstanding play from the sophomore point guard, Leah Eveland, who has unlimited range, and she's also got a good grasp on the offense while also providing a ton of steals on the defensive end of things. I'd be remiss if I did not mention that Mimi Bucher's 1 point away from 1,000 career points at the high school varsity level, and Sawyer Tolinchek is just 11 points away from 1,000, so we might see two accolades get reached here tonight. Coming up on the Station 371 pregame show, we will hear from the head coaches from both Blackduck and Pine River-Backus and get you the starting lineups ahead of tonight's opening tip-off. You're listening to the Station 371 pregame show for Blackduck versus Pine River-Backus, which is also brought to you by Plumbing Etc. Pine River, Barnum's Pine River, Napa, Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River, and Trustworthy Components in Pine River. We'll be right back right here on Cash 95.9 and yourliveevent.com.
is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Shrump Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basement septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 42 years and still digging it right. Shrump Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Shrump Excavating LLC. Online at shrumpexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Situation is secure.
We're back on the Station 371 pregame show on Cash 95.9 and yourliveevent.com. Speaking with head coach of the Pine River-Backus Tigers, Tucker Sheely. Coach, you're bringing an undefeated record of 3-0. What have you seen from your team so far in the early parts of the season?
Yeah, I mean, we played pretty well-balanced game. We like to get out and run, and so our defense has definitely turned into offense in the 3 games we played so far. Expecting a good battle tonight and excited to play Blackduck.
And what are you looking for your team to improve on heading into tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think conditioning for one. We've had, I think Tuesday's game got rescheduled, and so we've had a little bit of an off period here. So hopefully our conditioning isn't too bad here tonight. But communication, interior passing, and then rebounding, I think is one of those things. Those first 3 games that I think we need to definitely improve on.
Are there any concerns as far as the strengths of your opponent go tonight?
Yeah, I mean, they're disciplined. I mean, they're going to box out well, and they try to run the floor. And so we need to make sure that we stop their transition game, and then we got to make high quality shots, and hopefully do our job on the rebounding end of things. But slow down their fast break, and then just like I say, try to play a well balanced game.
Sawyer Talinchek is 11 points away from 1,000, and Mimi Bukers is 1 point away. Tell me what these players mean to your basketball program.
Yeah, I mean, they've played at a high level for a number of years here now, and I think hard work, definitely pays off, and I think that's why they're so close to those milestones. And so, it'd be fun for them to obviously get it tonight, but obviously within the team game, and I think they know that as seniors, they've been really good leaders for our squad this year, and so excited for both of them.
I had the pleasure of calling one of your games earlier this season. One player that jumped out to me was Leah Eveland. How much has the sophomore point guard meant to your team, whether it's draining threes or getting steals for your team?
Yeah, she's been fun to watch here this year so far. I think she's definitely, much improved from last year. As far as being able to handle the tempo of the game, slow it down when we need to, but also just facilitate the offense. And then she's found a little bit more of an offensive niche so far this year. So excited to see her game continue to expand and continue to run our show for us.
Coach, what would a win mean to your team tonight?
That'd be awesome. Yeah, no, we always like momentum, and so whatever momentum we can generate, that'd be great. We'll kind of see. Like I said, been a couple days here since we played, so excited to have the challenge.
Awesome, Coach. Thanks so much for the time, and best of luck tonight.
Thank you.
We'll be back on the Station 371 pregame show.
For you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us?
For information, email prboosterclub1@gmail.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month, 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB.
When you buy your propane from Lakes Community Co-op, you get the propane from the pro without the pain. The pro from Lakes Community Co-op starts with the service, monitoring systems, budget programs, online bill pay with additional services from Lakes Community Co-op. They set the tank, fill the tank, monitor and deliver propane as you need. Call 1-888-935-2281 to get propane to you from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
We're back on the Station 371 pregame show on Cash 95.9 and yourliveevent.com. Standing by with head coach of the Blackduck Drakes, Cody Gross. Coach, you're coming off of a blowout win over Red Lake last week. Tell us about how that game played out.
the girls played hard. We hustled up and down the court. Our defense was solid. We had some good shots. Rebounding was on point, and we took care of the ball.
Are there certain things you'd like to see your team improve on tonight?
Yeah, definitely just our boxing out. We're always working on that throughout the year. We're trying to get those deflections. We're always tracking deflections, trying to get the kids to embrace that hustle mentality. Just to have that attack the rim and get to the paint on offense, that's what we're always looking for.
Coach, it's no secret that Pine River-Backus likes to shoot the three ball. How do you plan to shut them down at the perimeter tonight?
Yeah, they have some good shooters on their team. Our defense just has to be solid. We have to communicate. We have to stay on their shooters. We have to contest their shots and close out correctly. If we can do that, we have a strong chance to win the game.
When your team is firing on all cylinders, what does that look like?
It's communicating. It's talking and touching, being good teammates. If we can push the floor and get our shots that we want, that's what we're looking for. But again, it comes back to communication.
Coach, what would you say the keys are to coming away with a W tonight?
Defense, rebounding, and take care of the basketball.
Absolutely. The fundamentals always comes down to. What would a win mean to your team tonight?
It'd be huge. Last year, we ended up losing to this team at home by 8. We're looking for another rematch against them. We know they're a solid team, but we're looking forward to the challenge.
Appreciate your time, Coach. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you, sir.
We'll be back on the pregame show on Cash 95.9 and yourliveevent.com.
Make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget moonlight bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
In Brainerd.
We're back on the Station 371 pregame show on Cash 95.9 and yourliveevent.com, getting you all set and ready to go for the Pine River-Backus Tigers taking on the visiting Blackduck Drakes. Your starting lineups for the visiting Blackduck Drakes goes as follows: a junior, Aaliyah Brown; sophomore, Kia Dodd; junior Rebecca Henriksen, and a pair of seniors in Bailey Nord and Annika Sunval. Your starters for the home team, the Pine River-Backus Tigers: sophomore point guard Leah Evelyn, senior winger Kaylee Johnson, senior winger Ella Brewer. Ella Brewer is a sophomore. Senior Sawyer Tulinchek, who's 11 points away from 1,000 career points. And Mimi Bukers, the senior forward, who is 1 point away from 1,000 total points. As we inch our way closer and closer here to some basketball here on this Thursday night. Frank the Tank with you on yourliveevent.com. Pine River-Backus Tigers looking to defend their undefeated 3-0 record. Blackduck brings in a record of 2-2. Pine River-Backus in black jerseys with orange trim, orange numbers, orange lettering on the front. Blackduck white jerseys, red stripe down the side, red numbers outlined in yellow. And we are officially underway here at Pine River-Backus High School for this matchup between Pine River-Backus and Blackduck. And a quick bounce pass down to the paint to Mimi Bucher. She loses it, but Tulinchek swings it out. Now firing up a triple and getting it. Kaylee Johnson getting her team off on the right track. 3-0 Pine River-Backus leads after their first possession of the game. Bailey Nord brings it up and swings it down low for a layup that rolls off the rim. And it's going to stay home. Blackduck will inbound from the baseline. Inbound taking a while to get started. And a bounce pass last second sneaks it into Kia Dodd. Diving, falling, giving it away, but they are going to call a travel shuffling of the feet. Pine River-Backus gets the ball back. They lead 3-0 as Leah Eveland takes the ball up the court. The sophomore point guard is excellent. Good ball handling, good shooter. She fires it to the left to Talinchek, who ignores the screen. She's going to drive and take it in herself. Talinchek now 9 points away from 1,000 career points. And the full court press is in effect for Pine River-Backus, and barely getting out of it was Blackduck, and they swing it to the top of the perimeter and playing catch with it. Now with it, Bailey Nord. Nord dribbles with her left, spins back to her right side. Nord goes down low to Kia Dodd. Dodd swings out to the perimeter, and shooting a three off the side of the rim is Aaliyah Brown. But securing the offensive rebound, Kia Dodd, her pass finds her way to Aaliyah Brown to the left wing, and she misses back-to-back three balls. Pine River-Backus struggling to bring in the defensive rebound. The ball's going to stay on the side of Blackduck. Inbounding in the deep corner for Blackduck is Annika Sundvall. Sundvall, a senior. She gets a bounce pass in and quick pressure in her face, but maintaining possession is Kia Dodd. They will inbound. Blackduck will inbound once again right in front of the scores table this time. Annika Sundvall will inbound. Cutting out to the top of the key, Kia Dodd, she will catch it right on the logo and give it right back to the inbounder, Aaliyah Brown. Aaliyah Brown dribbles to the right. Leah Evelyn in her face. She gets past her. Little bit of Euro step, goes up, no call, and the possession now goes to Pine River-Backus. Leah Evelyn pushes it, finds Tulinchek on the left wing for a mid-range, and that's going to bank off the side of the rim and go out of bounds. Pine River-Backus will inbound. Leah Evelyn setting up on the baseline. Evelyn tosses one up to the top of the key, and now swinging to the left wing, catch and shoot from Leah Evelyn, and she misses off the front rim. Ball is loose, gets into the possession. Those are going to call an offensive foul. That one called against Kaylee Johnson, who looked like she was securing the offensive rebound. And parents yell, "No way." Inbounding Kia Dodd, full court press in effect for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Bailey Nord picks up her dribble under her own hoop, goes overhead to Annika Sundvall. Sundvall turns it over. Talinchek was waiting for it. Talinchek brings it up, bounce pass to the left block. Now up to the top, shooting a three is Mimi Bukers, and she misses. She's 1 point away from 1,000 career points is Mimi Bukers. That three ball would have done it. Pine River-Backus leads 5-0 over the visiting Blackduck Drakes. Full court press for Pine River-Backus. Let's see how this press break works for the Blackduck Drakes. Picking up her dribble early is Aaliyah Brown. She's got pressure in her face. Swings it to her left to Nord. Nord back to Brown. They got to get past the half-court line. A skip pass, and they're going to call out of bounds. Pine River-Backus will inbound right in front of the scorers table. Head coach of Blackduck, Cody Gross, having a quick conversation with the official right outside the scorers table. Inbound comes into Eveland. Evelyn swings it to the right to Talinchek. Talinchek overhead pass to Bukers. Bukers looking for point 1,000. She gets it. Mimi Bukers, 1,000 career points. Make that 1,001 career points for Mimi Bukers. And she's going to keep that basketball. And they're going to stop, and they have a poster for her. We will keep it right here. Incredible stuff. Head coach Tucker Sheely gives it to Mimi Bukers. Mimi Bukers is going to run over to her family. This is such an incredible moment. Bukers, 1,001 career points for those keeping track at home. An emotional bucket by Mimi Bukers. This might not be the only stop and play that we get due to an accolade, because Talinchek, just 9 points away from 1,000 points herself. How special would that be for the two teammates to reach 1,000 on the same exact night? Hard not to root for. 7-0, Pine River-Backus leads. 15:41 remains here in the first half. Full court press. Mimi Bucher's right back at it. Quick break this time. Nord down low for an open layup, and swishing it is Rebecca Henriksen. Getting Blackduck on the board. It's now 7-2 as Leah Evelyn brings it up for the Tigers. Dribbling with their left is Talinchek. Falls a little bit short. Grabbing the rebound. And securing it is Kia Dodd. Dodd's going to launch it to the left wing. Picking up her dribble, looking to pass it out is Henriksen. She turns it over. Leah Evelyn bounce pass for Talinchek. She's going to keep this one herself. Goes up, and she's going to be heading to the line. Shooting 2, Talinchek. That foul was called on Kia Dodd. First free throw misses. Talinchek, the second one, and she swishes it. Now within 8 points from 1,000 is Talinchek. Bringing it up the court, Kia Dodd. Dodd gives it for a running Annika Sundvall. Sundvall goes up, too much on it. Offensive rebound secured by Blackduck. Faking the shot, dribbling to her right. Bailey Nord. Nord back to the top for Dodd. Dodd's going to dribble drive, go up with it, and it's going to nearly fall in, but grabs her own rebound, kicks it out for a three, and it's Sundvall for 3. 8-5, Pine River-Backus now leads. Blackduck starting to figure their offense out. Ball over the head of Talinchek, swings it down to the left block, and shooting a mid-range and missing it was Ella Brewer. Another clean press break from Blackduck as they have the ball in the left wing. Bounce pass to the top of the key for Nord. Nord in the three-point stance, gives a pivot, just going to bounce it over to Kia Dodd. Dodd asks for a screen. She gets one at the top of the key. Spins back to her right-hand side. Dribble driving, and she's just going to drop it and set a screen herself. Aaliyah Brown goes for the drive. It's a clean block by Mimi Buchers, and it's a 4-on-2. And a nice dish and a nice bucket by Talinchek. 6 points away from 1,000 career points. Hard not to think she's going to get it tonight. She is excelling on the offensive end. That foul will get called against Ella Brewer. That's her first foul of the first half. 10-5, Pine River-Backus on top of the Blackduck Drakes. Blackduck inbounds, and now on the right wing with it, Annika Sundvall. Sundvall dribbles to her left, puts an arm up, is just going to swing it over to Henriksen. Henriksen dribbles to her right, off of her foot, securing it, Kia Dodd. Dodd pivoting to her left. Spin move. Kicks it out. Now on the right wing, Henriksen. And a clean steal by Leah Evelyn with the quick hands. And Evelyn just goes short on the layup, and following it up with the bucket to Talinchek. 4 points away from 1,000 points. 12-5, Pine River-Backus leads. They like to get out on that fast break. Dodd swings it to the right corner for 3. Henriksen, nothing but net. 5 points for Henriksen here in the first half. Pine River-Backus brings it up. Ball handling is Leah Evelyn. Crosses over to her left, keeps her eyes up, picks it up, gives it off to Talinchek on the right wing. She fakes a pass, now gets a screen from Buchers. Goes out for an open 3 to Kaylee Johnson, and that rattles out. Grabbing it, Talinchek puts the ball in the court and hands it off for Brewer. Brewer's going to just pull up for 3 and miss. Buchers tips, secures the offensive rebound. Buchers dribbles in with her left hand, and she's going to do a reverse layup. What a smooth play by Mimi Buchers. 14-8, Pine River-Backus leads over the visiting Blackduck Drakes. Swinging over to the right, another clean press break from Blackduck, but they do nearly turn the ball over. Gripping it on the right wing is Bailey Nord. They call a jump ball. Checking in for Pine River-Backus will be Margaret Crimmins. And for the Blackduck, that will be Evelyn Benson. Couple of players out for Blackduck, so they are having some JV players play up, and one of those players includes Evelyn Benson. Bounce pass to Henriksen, she loses it. Talinchek on the fast break, goes to the left, gives a little bounce pass for Evelyn, and she gets the layup. Unselfish play by Sawyer Talinchek. Full court press, barely misses the turnover, and a pass for a cutting Dodd. Dodd goes up, what a slash by Kia Dodd, her first bucket of the game. 16-10, Pine River-Backus on top of Blackduck in the first half. 12:01 remains on the scoreboard. A swift pass from left to right. Now pulled up for three is Ella Brewer, and she's going to hit the bottom. Her third attempt, third time's a charm for Ella Brewer, who gets the three ball. Going up and missing was Evelyn Benson, and they're going to call a reach-in foul against Blackduck. That foul will be called against Aaliyah Brown. Aaliyah Brown's first foul of the half. Leah Evelyn brings the ball up, the sophomore point guard for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Brings it past the logo. High arcing pass for Ella Brewer, who fakes the three. Swings it to the top of the key for Margaret Crimmins. Crimmins loses it. Here comes Kia Dodd. Dodd 2-on-1. Keeps it. Goes up and misses the layup a little bit long. Snagging the rebound, Evelyn Benson keeps it in possession of Blackduck. Catch and shoot three ball from Aaliyah Brown. Air ball. Saved, but getting possession is Pine River-Backus. Sawyer to Linchek on the left wing, all alone. Picks up her dribble, leaves it for Ella Brewer, who pulls up for three, and she's got it. Ella Brewer heating up from three. 6 points for Brewer, 22-10. PRB leads over Blackduck with 11 minutes to go in the first half. Kia Dodd dribbling with her left hand at the top of the key. Leaves it, swinging around. Aaliyah Brown crosses over to her left. Aaliyah Brown loses it, but maintaining possession. Shooting a three on the left wing, Sunval. Off the front rim. Leah Evelyn skies up for the rebound. Evelyn with two. Drake's in her face. Dribbles left, dribbles right. Going to beat him with sheer speed. Here comes Evelyn, just going to pull up for three, Steph Curry style. And that one rattles out. Snagging the board is Crimmins, keeping the play alive. Ella Brewer at the top of the key. She's feeling it. And that one rattles off. Grabbing the rebound and putting it in is Sawyer Tolinchek. 9 points for Sawyer Tolinchek, 2 points away from 1,000 career points as Pine River-Backus leads 24-10 on yourliveevent.com and Cash 95.9.
Feed division carries a wide variety of products, from bagged feeds to livestock equipment, bulk custom feeds, and they can assist you with all your farm and ranch needs with on-farm analysis for ration balancing, problem solving, and feed mixing. Lakes Community Co-op can help your bottom line with controlled feed costs and maximum production. For more information on the Lakes Community Co-op feed division, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
Frank the Tank back with you on Cash 95.9 and yourliveevent.com. Pine River-Backus leads in the first half, 24-10 over Blackduck with 10 minutes, 19 seconds remaining in half number one. Sawyer Tolinchek just 2 points away from 1,000 career points. Mimi Buchers surpassed 1,000 career points in the first few minutes of the game. A half-court trap from Pine River-Backus. Kia Dodd finds it at the top of the key. He's going to just guide a pass into the corner, finds Dodd. Dodd skies for it, is just trying to spread the love a little bit with the pass. Mimi Buchers gets the steal, however. She's going to push the pace. She sees Sawyer. She knows Sawyer just needs two. She's going to give it to her. On the left wing, Tolinchek swings it down low for Burns. Burns back to Tolinchek for a mid-range. Got it! 1,000 career points for Sawyer Tolinchek. Two girls get the... What a milestone. 1,000 points scored for both Mimi Buchers and Sawyer Tolinchek. Tolinchek needed 11 points tonight. She secures it in the first half, and she's going to run over her poster board over to her family. There's a lot of them here today. What a special thing to witness. 26-10, Pine River-Backus leads, and Sawyer Tolinchek and Mimi Buchers both surpass 1,000 career points. Unbelievable. Two seniors that mean so much to this basketball program, and you're seeing why tonight. 26-10, Pine River-Backus leads over Blackduck. 9:47 remains on the clock in the first half. Full court press, looking like they're setting up a half-court trap. Mimi Buchers waiting around in the middle, going to trap as soon as the ball gets there. Turnover, Sawyer Tolinchek with the bucket. Too easy for Tolinchek. 13 points in the first half for Tolinchek. On the left wing with it is Evelyn Benson. She's going to feed it to Kia Dodd, who hits the floater. 28-12, PRB on top of Blackduck in the first half. Tolinchek with the ball overhead. Burns gives her a screen on her right. She's going to dribble, poking it free. Annika Sundvall, and it's going to stay on the baseline for PRB. Checking into the game for Blackduck, Rebecca Henriksen, who was one of the starters for this Blackduck Drake team. High arcing pass to Crimmins. Crimmins back. Now swings over to Buchers, who's going to pump fake, drive up the middle. Buchers barely rattles it out. Kia Dodd skies up for the board. Dodd feeds it ahead to Henriksen. Henriksen cross bounce pass, and laying it in is Annika Sundvall, in a smooth pass from Henriksen. 28-14, PRB leading over Blackduck. Down low to Crimmins, turns around and scores off the lower block. Nice little quick post move from Margaret Crimmins. Crimmins, a junior forward. Ariana Burns with the half-court trap. Kia Dodd gets to the top of the key. She's going to dribble, kick it to her right. For three, Sundvall hits the back iron and out, but grabbing the offensive rebound, Kia Dodd. Ball finds Dodd on the right wing. She's going to swing it up top. Over to the left wing now, Bailey Nord. Nord dribbles with her right, picks it up. Going to fake a pass to Sundvall. Sundvall now gets the ball on the right wing. Kia Dodd, top of the key. They're just going to swing it around the perimeter. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Hoisting a three, and it goes over the hoop. Needing to shoot that was Bailey Nord as the shot clock was getting ready to buzz. 30-14, Pine River-Backus leads. 8 minutes, 11 minutes remain here in the first half. Leah Eveland will bring the ball up. Sophomore point guard for the Tigers. 2 screens to the top, rolls it to her right, hands it off to Ella Brewer. Brewer swings it to Mimi Buchers for three, and that one rolls off. Blackduck secures the board. Kia Dodd handles it across half court. Fake to the right, goes to her left, goes up with a floater, and it's clean off the glass. 6 points in the first half for Kia Dodd. Doing her best to keep Blackduck in this one. Leah Evelyn brings it up as she crosses the PRB logo. She's going to stop and pop from the right wing and hits the back iron. Skying up for the board, Margaret Crimmins to the top of the key. Ella Brewer can't leave her open. That one does rattle out, however. Snack on the board, even more. Kia Dodd, one-handed swing pass to her right. Pivot, now finding Sundvall on the right wing. Sundvall puts the ball on the floor. She's going to swing it over and give a screen for Kia Dodd. Dodd dribbles to the right, crossover to her left, finds a little bit of a lane, goes up for a floater. That's Kia Dodd's shot. 8 points in the first half for Kia Dodd, and we got a 30-18 game with Pine River-Backus leading over Blackduck in the first half. 7 minutes remain. Catch and shoot while faking the shot was Brewer. Going to swing it over Buchers. Back to Brewer. Brewer with the fake. Dribble drive. Goes up. And that one rolls off the rim. Grabbing the rebound for Blackduck is Rebecca Henriksen. Leaves it up for Kia Dodd. She's going to go up with her left hand, and it's going to be long on the free throw, or the layup, rather. Kaylee Johnson pushes it. Johnson pushes the pace. Goes up. No foul call. They're letting him play. Kia Dodd grabs the board in a nice cross-court pass, but losing it was Evelyn Benson. Beating the triple team, Ella Brewer. Running over and snagging it, Kaylee Johnson. Johnson now to Eveland. Eveland's going to take her time and reset this Pine River-Backus offense, who leads by 12 points with 6:15 remaining in the first half. Screen and a shot from Kaylee Johnson for three. She misses. Pine River-Backus has gone cold from the perimeter. Leah Evelyn with the steal. Goes up for the layup, and that one misses. Mimi Buchers grabs it. That one misses. Grabs her own board. That one rolls off. Now Crimmins with it. To the mid-range for Eveland. That one goes too long. Snagging it, Crimmins. Ella Brewer, step back triple from the left corner, and it's a bucket. 9 points off 3 balls from Ella Brewer. Nifty little step back move from the corner. And we are going to get a timeout called. 33-18, Pine River-Backus leads. They went a little cold there, but breaking the cold streak was Ella Brewer with the 3 ball. Frank the Tank with you. We're going to take a quick break on your Live Evi Plumbing, etc. in Pine River, Barnum's Pine River, Napa, Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River, Trustworthy Components in Pine River. Pine River-Backus leads in the first half 33-18 over the Blackduck Drakes. Head coach of Blackduck, Cody Gross, wanted to talk this one over with his girls. They're playing hard right now, just giving up a little bit too many open shots. Pine River-Backus looks to be wanting to add pressure at the half-court line with a little bit of a half-court trap. 5:46 remains in the first half. Getting a quick steal, dribbling with it. Kaylee Johnson. Johnson underneath, throw wide open Ella Brewer, who's going to bank it in. First two ball for Ella Brewer, 11 points here in the first half. Kia Dodd keeps her dribble alive. Nifty move to break the press. She's going to go coast to coast herself and put it in. Kia Dodd has been the star of this Blackduck Drakes basketball team. Evelyn is going to launch it over to her right for Kaylee Johnson. Johnson dribbles to her left to the top for Brewer. Brewer back to Johnson. Gets a screen from Ariana Burns and a dribble drive and nothing but net from Kaylee Johnson. 37-20. Pine River-Backus leads over Blackduck. Press break in the face of Kia Dodd. She's having to work to get the ball over the half court. Every single time you have to wonder if that is going to slowly wear on Dodd. So far, it has not. She's been absolutely excellent for the Blackduck Drakes. 10 first half points for Kia Dodd, half of her team's points. 37-20. PRB on top of Blackduck. 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Inbounding is Bailey Nord. Annika Sundvall will check in for Evelyn Benson. Bailey Nord next to the scores table, rifles a chest pass cleanly in for Sundvall. Sundvall picks up her dribble, going to try to go all the way to the baseline. She does. Goes to the right wing for Nord. Nord dribbles to the left, going to reach around and pass one to Sundvall. Trying to get Dodd in the middle. They're going to call a push against Ariana Burns, her first foul of the first half. Pine River-Backus leads 37-20 over Blackduck. Inbounding from the baseline is Annika Sundvall. Sundvall to the top of the key, picked off by Tulinchek. Tulinchek, unselfish play, passes it off to Ella Brewer. Brewer filling up the score sheet. Dodd with it at half court, gives a little bit of a push. Nice clean pass to her left and getting the bucket, Aaliyah Brown. Kia Dodd making everything happen for Blackduck. 39-22, PRB leads. 4 minutes, 26 seconds left in the first half. Tulinchek goes up, that rattles out. Dodd grabs the board for Blackduck. Brings it up, crosses over to her left. Gonna maybe go coast to coast, goes up with it and falls short, grabbing the rebound. Kaylee Johnson. Johnson leaves it off for Evelyn, who's gonna swing it down low to a wide open Ariana Burns. Burns' first bucket of the game. Leah Evelyn with the heads-up play off the right wing. Kia Dodd has Ella Brewer in her face. She's going to blow right by her. One-handed pass, just not enough on that one. Reading that one and poking it away was Kaylee Johnson. Blackduck will remain in possession. Mimi Buchers checks in, checking out Ella Brewer. 13 first half points for Ella Brewer. Going to get a quick little breather here in the first half. Dribbling to her right, stopping and popping and airballing it for Blackduck was Rebecca Hendrickson, but getting the rebound and scoring was Aaliyah Brown. Her fourth point of the first half. Ariana Burns with it at the top of the key, a screen below. Mimi Buchers trying to get open in the low post. They're going to call a push and a reach-in foul against Blackduck. That foul will go against Hendrickson. Her first of the first half. 41-24, Pine River-Backus on top of Blackduck. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remains in the first half. Swinging around the perimeter, catching it on the far right wing, dribbling with her left, now to the top for Mimi Buchers. Shot fake, picks up her dribble. Evelyn gets a pick from Buchers. She's going to pop too much on that one. She misses. Hustling for the rebound. It's going to go off of Kaylee Johnson, not for lack of effort, however. Blackduck has the ball. They trail 41-24 to Pine River-Backus. Checking back into the game, Evelyn Benson. Getting a breather for Blackduck will be Kia Dodd. And the full court press ensues. Backdoor cut, catching it, getting open is Benson. Benson then loses it to Linchek with the steal, and she shuffled her feet. It's going to be a turnover. 3 minutes, 10 seconds remains here in the first half. 41-24 PRB on top of Blackduck. Annika Sundvall will inbound in front of the home bleachers. Leaves it for Bailey Nord. Nord gets it poked free. She secures it. To her left, Evelyn in her face. A trap at the top. And it's going to be a turnover forced. Kaylee Johnson with it. Swings it over to Evelyn. One power dribble goes up, and they're going to call foul. Evelyn is shooting 2. That foul will be called against Bailey Nord, her first foul of the first half. And Leah Eveland, sophomore point guard, heads to the line. First one hits off the back iron and out. Crimmins will check in for Burns. Back in for Blackduck, Kia Dodd. Checking out, Evelyn Benson supporting, bringing good minutes is the JV player in Evelyn Benson. There was only 6 varsity players dressed for Blackduck. Second free throw misses for Evelyn. Aaliyah Brown finds her teammate Annika Sunval for a wide open layup. They had numbers on that, getting the fast break going. 41-26, Pine River-Backus now leads over Blackduck. Leah Evelyn to the left for Talinchek. Talinchek's going to get a screen from Crimmins. Picks up her dribble, now kicks it left for Bukers. Bukers in the low post. Turns it over, Kia Dodd all over it. Dodd all alone. They're going to call a blocking foul against Kaylee Johnson. That's her second foul of the first half. 2 minutes, 27 seconds remain in half number 1. Pine River-Backus on top, 41-26 over Blackduck. Kia Dodd has it at half court. She dribbles to her right wing. She's going to dribble drive on Bukers. Picks up her dribble, kicks it outside for Hendrickson. Hendrickson picks her dribble up, goes to Dodd. 2-man game from those two. Screen left for Dodd. Gets it poked free. She's going to be able to secure this one on the other side of the half court. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Dodd dribbling to her right. Leah Evelyn lurking, trying to get the double team. Crossover to the left, and she found a cutting Aaliyah Brown, but off the hands. Leah Evelyn now securing the ball, getting trapped. She's going to swing it out. Talinchek now gets it on the left wing. Picks up her dribble, slows it down for Kaylee Johnson. Johnson catch and shoot 3 ball off the front iron. Grabbing it, Crimmins, and she's going to be heading to the line. Crimmins all over the glass. Pine River-Backus 41, Blackduck 26. Crimmins shoots 2. First one rolls off. One make, 4 misses at the line for Pine River-Backus. Shooting 1 for 5 at the 3 from the free throw line. Margaret Crimmins shoots her second one. That one goes off the back iron. Securing the offensive rebound, however, Mimi Bukers crosses over to her left, swings back to her right, swings it up top for Brewer. Brewer leaves it for Evelyn. Evelyn fakes a deep shot. She gets a pick from Burns, swings it down low to Crimmins. Crimmins misses. Bukers grabs the board. Bukers trying to get a second chance point. She misses. Crimmins with the board, and she puts it in. Pine River-Backus is dominating the glass in the first half. That has been the main difference. Half-court trap from Pine River-Backus. Ariana Burns picks it off. Immediately gives it up for Evelyn. Evelyn, Euro step, goes up from the middle and misses. Ella Brewer tries to poke it free, but fails to. Ava Moore is going to slow it down, but she picked up her pivot foot. 43-26. Pine River-Backus leads over Blackduck. 1 minute, 11 seconds remaining in the first half. Ella Brewer will inbound. Brewer gives it to Burns. Burns bounces it down low for Crimmins. Crimmins a little bit of a runner. That one rolls off the back iron. Snagging the rebound and pushing it. Evelyn Benson, she's got triple teamed. Safely gets it over to Moore. Ariana Burns smacks it out of the way, but maintaining possession is Blackduck. Ball handling, Rebecca Hendrickson. Picks up her dribble, swing pass to Sunval. Sunval down low. Nifty pass for Aaliyah Brown. Aaliyah Brown's 6th point of the first half. 43-28, Pine River-Backus leads. Evelyn kicks it to the right, catch and shoot for Brewer. She swishes it. Ella Brewer, 4 3 balls. Lighten up the net. Out of bounds, maintains possession for Blackduck. Pine River-Backus likes to get out and run, and they like to shoot the 3 ball. Ella Brewer, 16 first half points. Evelyn pokes it free. Half-court trap, giving them all sorts of issues and barely losing it. And going out of bounds is Ella Brewer. Half-court, full-court trap from Pine River-Backus. Mimi Bucher set up in the middle, playing safety. Pass gets guided to Nord. Overhead pass to the top of the key. Bounce pass for Nord on the left wing. She's going to slow it down, let Sundvall reset. Sundvall right back to Nord, swinging to the left corner, shooting a three and airballing is Elia Brown. Pine River-Backus will get possession with 4.5 seconds remaining here in the first half. They lead 46-28. Evelyn inbounds, pushing it up. Ella Brewer, she's had the hot hand this first half. She's going to stop. Go down low for Crimmins, and she misses long. Halftime, 46-28. Pine River-Backus on top of Blackduck. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will give you the first half stats, and we'll get you closer to second half action. It's Frank the Tank with you on Cash 95.9 and YourLiveEvent.com.
C is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Shrump Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basement septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 42 years and still digging it right. Shrump Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River-Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Shrump Excavating LLC. Online at shrumpexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community. Making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
When you buy your propane from Lakes Community Co-op, you get the propane from the pro without the pain. The pro from Lakes Community Co-op starts with the service, monitoring systems, budget programs, online bill pay with additional services from Lakes Community Co-op. They set the tank, fill the tank, monitor and deliver propane as you need. Call 1-888-935-2281 to get propane to you from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at hannikininsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Lakes Community Co-op Feed Division carries a wide variety of products, from bagged feeds to livestock equipment, bulk custom feeds, and they can assist you with all your farm and ranch needs with on-farm analysis for ration balancing, problem solving, and feed mixing. Lakes Community Co-op can help your bottom line with controlled feed costs and maximum production. For more information on the Lakes Community Co-op Feed Division, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
Frank the Tank back with you on yourliveevent.com and Cash. 95.9. First half was all Pine River-Backus. They lead 46-28 over the Blackduck Drakes. Mimi Bucher surpassed 1,000 points. Oh, and so did Sawyer Talinchek. Talinchek needed 11 points in the game to surpass 1,000, and she nabbed 13 in the first half. Your leading scorer for Pine River-Backus is Ella Brewer, who's got 4 triples and 2 two-point buckets for a total of 16 points. Sawyer Talinchek with 13 points. Kaylee Johnson chipped in 5. Mimi Bucher's with 4. Margaret Crimmins also with 4. Margaret Crimmins absolutely crashing the glass and causing all sorts of issues with offensive rebound after offensive rebound. The Blackduck Drakes are led in scoring by Kia Dodd, who's been the focal point to beating the full court press and the full court trap that we've seen from Pine River-Backus. Good ball handling from Kia Dodd, swift passing, and not afraid to slash and get a floater up. She's got all 10 points coming from 2-point field goals. Kia Dodd is your player of the half so far for the Blackduck Drakes. Also chipping in 7 points for Blackduck was Annika Sundvall. Pine River-Backus leads at half, 46-28. We'll get into the keys to the second half after this break on Cash 95.9 and yourliveevent.com.
News, weather, and sports from your community. Look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Shrub Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Shrub Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basement septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 42 years and still digging it right. Shrub Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River-Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Shrub Excavating LLC. Online at shrubexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
PRBschools.org.
We're back on Cash 95.9 and yourliveevent.com. Frank the Tank Barkison on the call with you. Pine River-Backus dominating the first half, 46-28. Their full court trap just seemed to wear down the Blackduck team. They had to work to get the ball past the half court line every single possession. The key to breaking the press was letting Kia Dodd just ball handle, because not only has she been breaking the press, but she's been finding an open teammate as she passes the half-court line. Kia Dodd, the main playmaker for Blackduck, they need to let her just let loose, let her beat the trap, and get this Blackduck offense going. For Pine River-Backus, I think we'll see more of the same, a full-court press and a half-court trap from Pine River-Backus. They like to run and shoot the three ball. Speaking with head coach of the Pine River-Backus Tigers, Tucker Sheely, before the game, he mentioned in the pregame interview that his team likes to run, but one thing he wants to see improvement on is just their sheer ability to run all game. He wants them to show that they're conditioned, and he said that it's been a focal point at practice. Pine River-Backus leads over Blackduck 46-28. And it's halftime on Cash 95.9 and YourLiveEvent.com. This broadcast is brought to you by Plumbing Etc. in Pine River, Barnum's Pine River in Napa, Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River, and Trustworthy Components in Pine River. We're going to take a break. When we come back, second half action. Pine River-Backus leads over Blackduck 46-28. Frank the Tank Parkinson on the call on YourLiveEvent.com and Cash 95.9.
With your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Frank the Tank back on Cash 95.9 and YourLiveEvent.com, where the Pine River-Backus Tigers are hosting the Blackduck Drakes. Pine River-Backus leads 46-28 as we get second half action started for you. Mimi Bukers and Sawyer Tolinchek both surpassed 1,000 career points at the varsity basketball level. Tremendous milestones for the pair of seniors. Evelyn picks up her dribbles, just going to swing it to the right for Sawyer Tolinchek. Tolinchek trying to find Bukers, who's going to swing it out for a mid-range shot from Tolinchek. She's going to hit the bottom of the net. Full court press is beat, and passing up the layup and leaving it was Aaliyah Brown. She's going to regret that. Probably should have just gone up with that one. Foul is called against Kaylee Johnson, her third foul of the first half. Inbound comes in, missing. Sawyer Tolinchek soars up for the rebound, pushing the pace. Tolinchek gives a pass for Ella Brewer. Brewer swing pass to the opposite side and stopping, popping, shooting the three and missing it. Kaylee Johnson. Kia Dodd grabs it. Kia Dodd's pass is just off target, and it's going to be a turnover. Pine River-Backus ball. Pine River-Backus leads 48-28 with 17:20 remaining in the game. Blackduck desperately needs to go on a run to open up the second half. Johnson leaves it for Leah Evelyn. Evelyn dribbles past the half-court line to her left. Dribble drive, goes around the back, keeps it alive, showing her ball handling skills. Dribbling right along the half-court line. Now gets it to Tolinchek. Tolinchek's going to reset the offense. Dribble to her left. Swing to the left for Kaylee Johnson. Johnson dribble drives, finds Tolinchek. Just unselfish basketball. Getting the bucket was Sawyer Tolinchek. 50-28, Pine River-Backus leads. 16:45 remains. Kia Dodd dribbling on the Pine River-Backus logo. She's going to get a screen to her right. Dribbles around it, keeps her dribble alive. Now she's on the right wing. Bounce pass, shooting the triple, and missing it was Annika Sundvall. Tolinchek with the board. Tolinchek going to push the pace, picks up and stops at the half-court line. Catching and shooting on the right wing, Ella Brewer. That one rolls off, but Tolinchek grabs the rebound. Bounce pass to Brewer. Brewer leaves it for Evelyn. Evelyn stops and pops and hits it. Nothing but net. Leah Evelyn loves the catch and shoot. Extending their lead to 53-28 is Pine River-Backus. Kia Dodd goes up with her left hand. She's got someone in the corner, but did not see him. Leaves a bounce pass, finds an open person on the right, hitting the side of the backboard, but grabbing the rebound, keeping her alive, Rebecca Hendrickson. And here comes Mimi Bukers. Bukers for Evelyn. Evelyn, heat check. Got it! Back-to-back triples from Leah Evelyn. And Pine River-Backus is firing on all cylinders. 56-28 they lead. Foul on the arm, that will get called against Tolinchek. Her first foul of the game. Annika Sundvall will inbound from underneath the basket. Sundvall trying to find an open target, nothing happening. She's going to force it to the corner and find an open passer. And Evelyn Benson. Benson dribble drives and scores. The JV player getting double time as there's only 6 varsity players dressed for Blackduck tonight. Evelyn dribbles her left hand. Bukers wants to give her a screen. Gives it to her. Evelyn goes back to her left, stops and pops a mid-range. Misses. Blackduck gets the rebound. Pushing up the court to the right wing for Bailey Nord. Nord picks up her dribble in the three-point stance now. Hands off to Benson. Benson finds Aaliyah Brown, who's going to throw it up and miss. Fighting for it is Ella Brewer, crossover to her right. Finding Tolinchek for a layup. Kia Dodd in her face, it rolls off. Following up, going for a shot in the air. Leah Evelyn, she's going to be shooting 2. First foul called against Annika Sundvall. Pine River-Backus leading 56-30 with 15:08 remaining on the clock in the second half. Leah Evelyn missed her first 2 free throws of the day and make that first 3 free throws. 0 for 3 from the charity stripe. Checking into the game, Ava Moore for Blackduck. Evelyn sinks it. Half-court trap look from Pine River-Backus. It gets beat. Catching it under the hoop, Ava Moore. She just loses the ball off the hand of Pine River-Backus. Pine River-Backus leads 57-30 over Blackduck. 15:02 remaining on the clock here in the second half. Frank the Tank with you on Cash 95.9 and YourLiveEvent.com. Catch and shoot 3 from the inbound from Sundvall. Sundvall misses. Evelyn dribbles, just leaves it for Brewer. Back to Evelyn. Evelyn pivots out, turns around, puts it up, and she's going to be heading back to the charity stripe. That foul called against Evelyn Benson, her first foul of the game. Shooting 2, Leah Evelyn. Looks like she found her stroke at the free throw line. Back-to-back free throws sunk by Leah Evelyn. Second one good to go. 3 consecutive free throws from Leah Evelyn. Blackduck struggling to break the full court press. They turn the ball over. Pine River-Backus leading 59-30. We got 14 minutes, 42 seconds remaining in the second half. Evelyn slowing it down, getting the call from her coach, Tucker Sheely. Dribble driving to her right, beats her man. Now dribbles up the middle, kicks it to her left. Shooting a 3, Kaylee Johnson off the back iron. Sundvall grabs the board. Dribbling into the corner. Leaves it for Bailey Nord. Now across the half-court line for Benson. Benson to Dodd. Dodd bounce pass. Smooth passing from Blackduck. Missing the free throw, though. Ava Moore. Dodd with another tremendous pass. Finding Evelyn Benson. Kia Dodd, just an absolute playmaker for this Blackduck Drake basketball team. Evelyn brings it up past half-court to left hand. Leaves it for Brewer. Too much space for Brewer. She's going to pop it. Off the back iron. Blackduck gets the rebound. Foul will be called against Pine River-Backus. That one going against Sawyer Tolinchek, her second foul of the game. Pine River-Backus on top, 59-32 over Blackduck. 13 minutes, 55 seconds remains on the scoreboard. No full court press this time from Pine River-Backus. Slowly dribbling it up is Annika Sundvall. Fake screen at the top. Now she gets a screen on the right wing. Keeping her dribble alive. Now picks it up. Leaves it for Kia Dodd. Dodd misses it. Evelyn gets it. Dribbles into trouble. Keeps it alive, though, and breaks the two-man trap. One-handed pass for Tolinchek. Smooth pass from Evelyn. 61-32, Pine River-Backus. Just a scoring machine tonight. Sundvall dribbles to her left, leaves it up and misses. Crimmins grabs the rebound. Speaking of machines, she's been a rebounding machine. Ariana Burns crossover to her left. Chest pass for Evelyn. Evelyn finds Buchers under. Gets a little bit of a shove. They're going to let her play. Fighting in the lower block is Buchers, and she misses. Dodd, full court heave for her teammate. And just going to roll out of bounds and a turnover. 61-32. PRB leads over Blackduck. 13 minutes remains on the clock in the second half. Leah Evelyn slowing things up, brings it up past the half-court line. She's going to pass to Buchers in the right wing. Looking for Crimmins on the post. She dribbles baseline, finds Ariana Burns for mid-range. She's going to swish it. (63-32) now the score. Pine River-Backus leads. Dribbling with her right, Annika Sundvall. She's going to get a screen from Dodd. Dodd just keeps it, wants the ball. She gets it. Kia Dodd pivoting. Pass down low to Aaliyah Brown, and that's going to get turned over. Diving on it and hustling is Dodd. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession is Blackduck. Two players checking in for Pine River-Backus, Ella Brewer and Kaylee Johnson, a pair of wingers for this PRB team. Evelyn and Tolinchek will get a breather. Inbound from the baseline for Blackduck. Evelyn Benson turns it over. Crimmins dribbling, try to leave for Buchers, but turns it over. Bailey Nord with the steal. Dribbling right up the middle and getting it stolen. Ariana Burns just taking her lunch money. Burns crossover to the left. Burns, good plays. Leaves it for Ella Brewer. Dribble drive, goes up and misses. Kia Dodd pushing the pace. 2-on-2. Dodd goes up and misses that one short. Crimmins grabs the rebound, gets forced down to the ground from Aaliyah Brown. Pine River-Backus leading 63-32 with 11 minutes and 55 seconds remaining on the scoreboard. Playing the role of point guard with Evelyn on the bench will be Ella Brewer. Timeout will be called against the visiting Blackduck Drakes and their head coach, Cody Gross. Pine River-Backus leads 63-32 over Blackduck. Frank the Tank with you. We're going to take a quick break and come back with more second half action on Cash 95.9 and Your Live Event.com.
Viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
Frank the Tank Parkinson back with you on YourLiveEvent.com and Cash 95.9. 11 minutes, 56 seconds remains in half number two. PRB up 63-32 over Blackduck. Full court trap from Blackduck. Quickly beat. Here comes Ella Brewer across the half court line. Dribbling with speed in the left wing. Turns back around. Going to make her way to the top of the key. Swing it for Ariana Burns, who tries to go low to Crimmins. They're going to call it push against Kia Dodd. Dodd's second foul of the game. Inbound will be underneath the hoop. Your inbounder is Kaylee Johnson. Johnson, a senior winger for this Pine River-Backus team. Mimi Bucher's catch is shot fake. She's wide open, puts a little bit too much on that one. Probably should have took a layup instead, but she continues on to defense. Dodd with a swift pass to the left and getting the bucket, Aaliyah Brown. 8 points for Brown. Full court trap from Blackduck, quickly beaten. Mimi Buchers across the middle. They have numbers. 3-on-2. Spin move. Goes up. Off the glass. Clinging move from Mimi Buchers. (65-34). Pine River-Backus leads with 11:15 remaining on the clock. Swing pass to the left wing for Nord. Nord down low for Benson. Back to Nord. Nord fires up a triple, falls short. Bucher secures the rebound, dribbles back to her left. She beats the press by herself. 3-on-2, Pine River-Backus. Bucher tries to go low and gets stolen by Kia Dodd. Dodd crossover to her left, back to her right. Bounce pass for Nord, and that layup too much on it. Margaret Crimmins with the rebound. Bailey Nord hits the deck hard. Mimi Bucher's reverse layup. Twice now we've seen that smooth reverse layup from Mimi Buchers. Kia Dodd brings it up with the right hand. Travel on the catch and shoot shot. Picking up her pivot foot was Rebecca Henriksen. Evelyn and Tulinchek check back in. Crimmins and Burns check out. Quality minutes from Ariana Burns there. Playing good defense, good ball handling, scoring when she gets the open shot. That's all you can ask from Ariana Burns. 67-34, Pine River-Backus leading with 10:27 remaining. Leah Evelyn brings it up, dribbles with her right hand, going to just stop and pop a three. If they're going to leave her open for it, she's going to take it. Kia Dodd grabs the defensive board. She's going to push the pace. 2-on-1 in a smooth pass from Dodd down to the layup for Aaliyah Brown. Dodd just tremendous playmaking, so good at beating the full court press. Leah Evelyn just going to fire one to the right wing for Tulinchek. Tulinchek to the top of the key. Brewer fakes. Hands it to Buchers for three. That one rattles out. Dodd fighting for rebound against Tulinchek. Tulinchek grabs it. Now Dodd gets it. No jump ball yet. There's, they call a reach-in foul. No jump ball. Buchers can't believe it. That call will go against Kaylee Johnson. Kia Dodd to her left hand, smooth crossover, goes up and gets a bucket. 67-38, Pine River-Backus leads over Blackduck. Three ball, hits it. Ella Brewer for three. Brewer lighting up the three-point line. 5 3 balls from Brewer. Ball in the right wing for Blackduck. They reset the offense. On-ball screen. Going to dribble to her left, and spinning is Henriksen. Henriksen leaving it for Aaliyah Brown. Aaliyah Brown misses. Dodd grabs the offensive rebound. That one rolls off. Grabbing it and going, Kaylee Johnson. Johnson just off target, trying to find Tulinchek on the left wing. Pine River-Backus 70. Blackduck Drakes 38. 9 minutes remaining on the second half scoreboard. Dribbling up is Rebecca Henriksen on the left wing, dribbling with her right hand, slowly making her way to the right. Kia Dodd bounces out. She wants the ball. She gets it at the top of the key. Dodd dribbling with her left. She's going to, she had an open cutter. She knew where she wanted to go with it. Just a little bit too much on that pass, and she turns it over. Leah Evelyn getting the play call from her head coach, Tucker Sheely. Chest pass to the right wing. On-ball screen from Buchers for Tulinchek. Tulinchek leaves it behind her for Ella Brewer. Swings it to Kaylee Johnson, trying to find Buchers in the post. Buchers gets an off-ball screen, now finds the ball in the right wing. Shot fake, leaves it for Evelyn. Evelyn, dribble drive. Evelyn just misses. Sundfall grabs the board for Blackduck. Now bringing across half court is Dodd. Dodd fires it to the corner for Henriksen. Henriksen stops and pops a mid-range and misses. Mimi Buchers with the board. Buchers dribbles to her right. Going to go coast to coast and just missed the and one. She's going to be shooting two. That foul was called against Annika Sundvall, her second foul of the game. Shooting 2 is Mimi Bukers, a member of the 1,000 Point Club. First free throw, good. Pine River-Backus leads 71-38 over Blackduck. Second free throw rattles out from Mimi Bukers. Full court pass, finding Kendall Kreplin. Kreplin to Dodd, slashing. Dodd goes up and scores the bucket. Leah Evelyn brings the ball up, 31-point lead for Pine River-Backus with 7:45 remaining on the clock. Talinchek gets an on-ball screen from Bukers. Falling away now finds Bukers. Bukers back, give and go for Talinchek, who misses it, fighting for the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball. Beautiful give and go between Talinchek and Bukers. Inbound from the baseline. Leah Evelyn giving a little bit of a head nod to her teammate. She knows where she wants to go with it. Kicks it to the left wing for Kaylee Johnson. Johnson, overhead bounce pass to Talinchek, steps on the baseline, out of bounds. Frank the Tank Parkinson with you on Cash 95.9 and YourLiveEvent.com. Pine River-Backus leads over Blackduck 71-40 with 7 minutes, 27 seconds remaining. We got a timeout on the court, so we will take a quick break. Once again, 71-40, PRB leads over Blackduck on YourLiveEvent.com and Cash 95.9.
Lakes Community Co-op, you get the propane from the pro without the pain. The pro from Lakes Community Co-op starts with the service, monitoring systems, budget programs, online bill pay with additional services from Lakes Community Co-op. They set the tank, fill the tank, monitor and deliver propane as you need. Call 1-888-935-2281 to get propane to you from Lakes Community Co-op. For more information, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
Frank Parkinson back with you on Cash 95.9 and YourLiveEvent.com, where the Pine River-Backus Tigers are taking care of business on their home court, looking to extend their record to 4-0. They lead 71-40 over Blackduck. Mimi Bukers and Sawyer Talinchek join the 1,000 Point Club tonight. Special night for those two players, hoping to get a word with them after the game. Inbounding under the opponent's hoop is Blackduck. They're going to have to go the length of the court here. But a full shot clock to work with. Slowly dribbling up is Sundvall. Off-ball screen in the left wing, trying to get Dodd open. Dodd cuts to the middle, not going to get it to her. Ball in the left wing, getting a screen, dribbling through it. Rebecca Hendrickson leaves it for Dodd, who underhand pass for Sundvall. Back to Dodd on the lower block. Dodd now swings it to the opposite corner for Nord, and she hits it. Just a tremendous job facilitating by Kia Dodd. Leah Evelyn, hesitation move, dribbles to her left, maintains possession, bounce pass to Kaylee Johnson. Johnson dribble drives to her right. Back for Brewer. Hard jab step and shooting the three and missing. Grabbing the board, Kendall Kreplin. Kreplin falls to the ground. They're going to call a push against Pine River-Backus. That call will go against Ella Brewer, her second foul of the game. 71-43 is your score with 6 minutes, 45 seconds remaining. PRB dominating Blackduck. Late substitution. Ariana Burns checks in for Sawyer Talinchek. Nord inbounds. Sundvall dribbles up. Dribbles to her left, leaves it for Dodd, who's going to run all the way around the perimeter and fire it down low to an open Kreplin, but it goes off the hands. Ella Brewer reaving through traffic, spin move, tries to bounce one. It's going to fall in the hands of Evelyn. Good hustle, but the foul is called against Bailey Nord, who smacks the ground with a little bit of frustration. Checking into the game. For Blackduck will be Elia Brown. 10 total points on the game for Elia Brown. She had 6 in the first half. Pretty consistent play from Brown. Swing to the left corner, catch and shoot. Evelyn, that one banks off the rim. Smooth bounce pass, couple of bounce passes, gets a wide open layup, and knocking it down is Bailey Nord. Good, unselfish basketball from Blackduck. Leah Evelyn brings it up. She's going to kick over to the right, keep her dribble alive. She gets a screen from Crimmins. Stopping, popping for three and missing. Blackduck secures the rebound. But a steal and a bucket from Ella Brewer. Pass over to Kia Dodd. Dodd crosses over from right to left. She dribbles into a double team where they're going to call a jump ball. Ariana Burns and Leah Evelyn all over that one. Burns a senior, Evelyn a sophomore. Inbounding from under the hoop will be Annika Sunval. 73-45, Pine River-Backus leading over Blackduck. Foul called under the rim. It's going to be a push called against Leah Evelyn. It's her first foul of the game. At the charity stripe for Blackduck will be Alea Brown. First free throw barely rolls off the front rim. 5 minutes, 43 seconds remaining in this game. 28-point lead for Pine River-Backus. Second free throw, nothing but net for Alea Brown. Checking into the game, Ava Moore checking in for Dodd. Leah Evelyn, the sophomore point guard for Pine River-Backus, brings it up past the Tiger logo. Picks up her dribble, leaves it on an off-ball screen, making a play for Kaylee Johnson. Johnson to Burns. Burns forces one down to Crimmins. Back to Johnson for three. Great ball movement. Crimmins grabs another offensive rebound. Seems like she's had 100 of those. Ella Brewer, step back triple. Nothing but net. Ella Brewer, sharpshooter. Ella Brewer lighting it up. Ball goes to the right wing for Blackduck. Now they go over to Sunval on the left wing. Dribbling with the right, top of the key. She's going to dribble, drive, and lose it. Ariana Burns grabs it for the steal, puts the ball in the court, falls to the ground. They're going to call a foul against Alea Brown. Ariana Burns plays so hard. (76-46) Pine River-Backus with a 30-point lead as they head to the line. Ariana Burns shooting her first free throw of the game. It is a 1-and-1. She makes a first, she'll shoot a second. If not, play will continue. Ariana Burns first one off the back iron. Crimmins with the offensive rebound. Crimmins throwing a little bit of elbow action, gives it to Johnson. Johnson to Brewer. Catch and shoot three, ball from Brewer. Rolls off the rim. A trap under the hoop. Blackduck struggling to get out of it, and she shuffled her feet. It's a travel. Pine River-Backus foot on the gas pedal all the way until there's zeros on that clock. Leah Evelyn will inbound under the rim. Leaves it for Crimmins off the fingertips. Pushing it up the court is Blackduck. And a foul will be called at half court. Leah Evelyn with a reach-in foul. Checking in the game for Pine River-Backus will be Lily Barkus. Evelyn will check out. 76-46. Shooting at the free throw line, Annika Sunval for Blackduck. Sunval rolls it off the rim and misses. Crimmins brings it up, fires to the right, shooting a three. And missing was the sophomore Lily Barkus. Ella Brewer, shot fake, goes to the top. Wants to find an open shot, no look pass for Barkus. Crimmins battling under the rim, and a turnover is forced. Ripping it free and forcing a jump ball, however, Britton Nord. Checking into the game for Pine River-Backus, Ava Burns, a freshman. 4 minutes, 21 seconds remains on the clock. Burns, the freshman, will inbound from the baseline. Chest passer Ariana Burns. Burns to Burns. Now to Brewer. Brewer to Burns for three. Got it! Ava Burns. Her teammates going crazy for her. 79-46, all Pine River-Backus tonight. Ball to the left corner, shooting a three and rolling off the front rim. Evelyn Benson with the shot. Ella Brewer with the steal. Brewer with speed, running it up. Cross over to the right, back to her left hand, back to her right hand. She's going to run into the far left corner. Gets a screen, just going to calmly hand it over to Ariana Burns, who kicks it for Crimmins. Crimmins down low, back to Crimmins, give and go, and that one rolls off the front rim. Evelyn Benson gets it, turns it over. Ariana Burns all over that one. Burns pushing it, picks up her. Keeps the dribble going, however, dribbles to her left. Is going to leave it for Ella Brewer. Brewer pivots, swings to the left, shooting a three, and missing was Lily Barkus. Too much on that pass and a turnover. 79-46, Pine River-Backus leads. 3 minutes, 17 seconds left on the clock. Checking into the game, Ellie Bernard, the freshman for Pine River-Backus, getting their young players a little bit of varsity experience tonight with a 33-point lead. Ava Burns calmly dribbles past the logo, picks up her dribble. She's going to fire to the top of the key for Barkus. Barkus down low to Crimmins. Crimmins goes up and it rolls in. Third field goal of the game for Margaret Crimmins. Ball in the left wing. Ariana Burns with another steal. Burns pushes it. Pine River-Backus has numbers. Reach and foul will be called against Evelyn Benson, her second foul of the game. Pine River-Backus leads 81-46. 2 minutes, 53 seconds on the clock. Ariana Burns will shoot free throws. One and one for Ariana Burns. Late substitution checking into the game for Pine River-Backus. Sophomore Taylor Johnson. She'll check in after the first free throw, assuming it gets made. Burns off the front iron. Next whistle will bring in Taylor Johnson. Ariana Burns in the left wing with it. Gives a ball fake. Going to go over to her right for Ellie Bernard. Bernard gets a on-ball screen. They now get Ariana Burns under the rim, and it goes in. What a play by Ariana Burns. 83-46. 2.5 minutes remains on the clock. Pine River-Backus dominating the visiting Blackduck Drakes here tonight. Ariana Burns will check out for the remainder of the game. Coming in for Burns, Taylor Johnson, the sophomore winger. Ava Burns going to dribble and it's going to get poked out right into the PRB bench. Running clock, 2:05 remains. Bounce pass to the corner. They're going to get it down for Bernadette Bukers. She's going to get the bucket. Sophomore Bernadette Bukers. A lot of JV players on the court for Pine River-Backus right now getting some varsity experience, forcing the steal. Ava Burns, bodies flying around the ground. Blackduck gets possession back. Timeout called by Blackduck head coach Cody Gross. 85-46, Pine River-Backus on top of Blackduck. We'll take a quick break before we finish things off here at Pine River-Backus High School. Frank the Tank with you on Cash 95.9 and YourLiveEvent.com.
And make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Frank the Tank back with you as we are slowly wrapping things up. We are under 2 minutes remaining in this one. Pine River-Backus dominating 85-46 over Blackduck. Mimi Bukers and Sawyer Tolinchek are the stories of the game as they each surpassed 1,000 career varsity basketball points tonight. Inbounding from the baseline for Blackduck will be Evelyn Benson. Benson has 4 points on the game. Benson has an open cutter going up with the layup, and missing it was Kendall Kreplin. Nearly an and one. It's going to be a shooting foul called against Pine River-Backus. Shooting 2, Evelyn Benson. $85-46 is your score with 1:16 and counting remaining. It is a running clock for the remainder of this game. Sinking the first free throw is Evelyn Benson. Second free throw off the front iron from Benson. Pine River-Backus gets the ball, dribbling to her right, Ellie Bernard. Shot fake, gonna stop and pop a three. That one's too much on it. Blackduck gets the rebound, they got numbers. Pass goes too far though, and getting a steal for Pine River-Backus is Taylor Johnson, but she shuffled to feet. 30 seconds remains, 85-47 is your score. 25 seconds left and ticking. Inbounding under the hoop is Evelyn Benson. Benson gets to the corner. She's going to catch and shoot. 3 ball. Too much on it. Buchers grabs the board. Pine River-Backus more than likely just going to dribble this one out. 85-47 is going to be your final score. Pine River-Backus taking care of business at home. 2 big milestones reached by Mimi Buchers and Sawyer Talinchek. 85-47 is your final. Thanks for hanging out with the call. Post-game show will follow. Frank the Tank Parkinson with you on yourliveevent.com and Cash 95.9.
We believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Lakes Community Co-op Feed Division carries a wide variety of products, from bagged feeds to livestock equipment, bulk custom feeds, and they can assist you with all your farm and ranch needs with on-farm analysis for ration balancing, problem solving, and feed mixing. Lakes Community Co-op can help your bottom line with controlled feed costs and maximum production. For more information on the Lakes Community Co-op Feed Division, visit lakescommunitycoop.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Shrub Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Shrub Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basement septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 42 years and still digging it right. Shrub Excavating will have your project done right and on time. Serving Pine River-Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Shrub Excavating LLC. Online at shrubexcavating.com.
Frank Parkinson back with you at Pine River-Backus High School, where the Pine River-Backus Tigers win in dominating fashion over the Blackduck Drakes by a final score of 85-47. Your leading scorer of the game, Ella Brewer. 6 triples, 3 two-point buckets, 24 total points for Ella Brewer. And kicking in with 19 points was Sawyer Talinchek. Mimi Buchers had 9. Leah Evelyn finished the game with 8 points. Margaret Crimmins was 6, but what felt like 1,000 offensive rebounds to Margaret Crimmins. Kaylee Johnson chipped in 5. And Ariana Burns with 6 points. She was doing all the little things for this Pine River-Backus team. On the other side for Blackduck, their leading scorer was Kia Dodd with 14 total points. She was also the main facilitator, a couple of nice swift passes from her, showing her playmaking ability, and she can score when she needs to. Your secondary scorer for Blackduck was Aaliyah Brown, who chipped in 11 points. We're going to take a break in the post-game show, and we will wrap things up here shortly. Pine River-Backus wins 85-47. We'll give away post-game awards right after the break on Cash 95.9 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social.
We're back on YourLiveEvent.com and Cash 95.9. Frank the Tank with you. Pine River-Backus wins 85-47 over Blackduck. And it's now time for your Big Deal T-shirt winner, brought to you by Atwater Chevrolet, GMC in Aiken, Pizza Ranch in Baxter and Little Falls, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products in Brainerd, Wide's Major Appliance in Brainerd, Matson Lumber in Nisswa, Dondelinger Automotive in Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, Tykes Carpet Castle in Brainerd, Hills Auto and Tinting Solutions in Baxter. Your Big Deal T-shirt winner is Mimi Bukers, who surpassed 1,000 career points here tonight. Finished the game with 9 total points. She was doing all the little things, whether it was off-ball screens, getting her shooters open. Mimi Bukers did it all, and she is your Big Deal T-shirt winner. Congratulations on 1,000 points, Mimi Bukers. And now, our Enbridge, I Bring the Energy Player of the Game.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Your Enbridge Player of the Game is Sawyer Tolinchek, who chipped in 19 points and surpassed 1,000 career points at the varsity basketball level. Special stuff from Sawyer Tolinchek. And we will hear from head coach of Pine River-Backus, Tucker Sheely, and after that we will give away your star of the game. As we wait for head coach Tucker Sheely. Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. Very impressive win. What did you see from your team tonight? What did you like?
Yeah, they had a good, well-balanced attack. I think we had, a couple different girls in double digits offensively, and liked how we ran the floor for sure, and, used our defense to create offense. I think we're a better team when we can do that.
How special was the moment, first with Mimi Bukers getting her bucket early, hitting 1,000 points, and then Sawyer Tolinchek. She needed 11 in the game, and she nabbed it in the first half.
Yeah, it was fun for those girls. I'm very proud of both of them, and they've just put in a lot of time and work, and so to get to this moment was fun and special for them for sure. And we talked about in the locker room, it takes a team to get an individual to that feat, and so definitely they've had a lot of help along the way. So, but special night for sure for that reason, and cool to see both those girls get over that 1,000-point mark.
One player that jumped out to me, she does all the little things right, and she gave you some quality minutes. Talk about Ariana Burns tonight.
Yeah, she's not going to be outworked. When she's out there, she's going to outwork everybody, and she might not be the tallest person out there, but she battles for every board. Defensively, she's been a beast so far this year for us. So it's been fun to see her. Definitely be contributing off the bench.
Ella Brewer lit it up from the perimeter, but one thing that doesn't go on the stat sheet is the off-ball screens from Mimi Bukers that frees her up. How awesome is that dynamic between those two?
Yeah, no, they've got a good two-man game going at times, and really, it's that's kind of unselfish is kind of the mentality that we've been trying to teach, and you can kind of see it, at times out there. They're at times you got to try to rein them in because they like there's a good shot after one pass every time, so we got to try to get a few more reversals and stuff. But no, it was a good night, and obviously, when you have a well-balanced attack, it's hard to stop.
Coach, you moved to 4-0 on the season. What's coming up here in the next week for your Tigers?
Yeah, so Lake of the Woods here tomorrow, so go up to Canada and see what we can do up there. And then next week we've got the Foreign Shell Classic, so we start with Park Rapids, and we'll see who we play after that game. But definitely just need to focus on tomorrow. A little long road trip, and told them to get mentally, physically ready here after playing tonight. So should be a fun battle up there, and excited to see what we have in the near future.
Coach, you had a long break going into this game. How proud are you of the way your team came out of the gates tonight?
No, definitely. That's a great point. I was a little bit nervous, to be honest, before the game started because I just felt like we were going to be a little bit rusty, and we had to shoot around this morning and try to get a little of the rust off. But, I thought the girls responded well, and I think that's what you want to see in a good, mature team. And so I thought the seniors stepped up in a leadership role that way and had us ready to play.
Head coach of the Pine River-Backus Tigers, Tucker Sheely. Coach, congrats on an 85-47 dominating victory here tonight. Best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
And we'll be back on the post-game show on yourliveevent.com and Cash 95.9.
And YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search Your Live Event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Pine River-Backus takes care of their home court and move to an undefeated record of 4-0 on the season, handing Blackduck their third loss of the year by a final score of 85-47. Before we go, we have one more giveaway to give, a post-game reward, and it is your Star of the Game, brought to you by Hugo's Marketplace in Pine River. Hugo's Marketplace, Pine River, is where you can find it all and still enjoy the local hometown atmosphere. Every Wednesday, gallons of milk are just $2 for $6. Visit them online for curbside pickup or delivery. PineRiverFamilyMarket.com. Thanks so much for hanging out tonight on this Thursday night. Frank the Tank Parkinson, so proud to be on the call for this one with two incredible seniors on Pine River-Backus surpassing the 1,000-point mark. Had goosebumps when both of them happened. Excellent stuff. Thanks so much for hanging out today, and more sports on the airwaves tomorrow night, so make sure you tune in. It's Frank the Tank Parkinson on yourliveevent.com and Cash 95.9. 95.9.
This has been a local sports presentation from R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Thank you for joining us, and again, thanks to all our great sponsors for helping bring you today's action. Check out our upcoming broadcast schedule at rjbroadcasting.com. We now return